What brought you to this point of understanding?
I was looking for love in the wrong places, this, that, and the third. I was giving too much of myself up too fast. I don't even know how I started searching for Christ or if he searched for me. I picked up a Bible, started reading verses, and I started to actually apply the things that I was reading about. I cut off all these dudes. I became celibate. I blocked numbers. I unfollowed. I was just like, you know what, I need to get right and I need to get centered with me, and I need to have more self-awareness. I need to figure out why was I putting myself in those situations. You have to do it cold turkey. You have to do it cold turkey because you got to hold yourself accountable. And if you know what you really want, there's no easing out of this. You know, if you make that commitment to yourself, only you can do it, because those other people that you used to hang around or mess with, they're not going to hold you accountable the way that you are going to hold yourself accountable. They don't care about you as much as you should care about you. Jesus, I mean, he helped me find that. And I don't even know how it just came into me. I kind of picture it as being like a vessel of light that just, you know, that just came down and shot down into my heart. And I kind of had those skills and I had that wisdom from then moving forward. So whatever you do, it becomes you, and whatever you study, it becomes you, and it's kind of like this is the way of life. I can't really imagine going back to the way that I was. You know, it's no longer fitting. I was way emptier. I guess I was more insecure. I was just looking for validation, looking for approval in different people and men, and you'll never find it. So I changed, and this is the way of life, and I can't imagine going back. So that's what led me to how I am now. There were several things that I went through that pretty much lowered my self-worth. Like, for example, I was with my past boyfriend, and he would compare me to his ex. No man should ever compare you to another woman. Like, there should never be a competition going on. You should always be secure in yourself and who the Lord has made you. Instead of having those fundamentals and knowing those things about me, it became like a competition. I tried to become more like his ex, to be more appealing to him and to get the approval of him. And little did I know he was actually still messing with her behind my back, and then ended up getting engaged. And they broke up. He came back. I let him come back. Just thought kind of like a man was what I was supposed to have, and I was supposed to be super understanding, and I was supposed to be like his ride or die chick, and you know, he could treat me however, because that just showed my loyalty. I was giving up way too much too soon. I was being submissive when I shouldn't have been. Like, he made no commitment to me, so it was just so much that I was not aware of about myself. There was another situation. I actually had a sugar daddy for a few months. So that was kind of like the rock bottom for me, because I would try to make up all these excuses as to why this is so cool. Like, I don't have to do anything. I get gifts, I get money. At the end of the day, it was a fake relationship. He only wanted one thing. Why would this guy have respect for me if I'm showing that I don't have respect for myself? It wasn't a big deal to me because, you know, on social media, you see video vixens, you see Instagram models, you see girls who are doing that on a daily, and they get things and they look gorgeous, and they have men, you know, basically eating out of the palm of their hands. You don't really realize how empty those girls are and how much they are searching for something. And they're putting their body out there. They're just really trying to appease men in any way. And I was following suit, basically following the enemy, thinking what I thought was cool. And in the end, it left me feeling even worse about myself. So that was something that I had to forgive myself about. And that took a while to do, even after God forgave me for it, because I was just wondering, how will I live this down? You know, I'm a changed person now. However, just knowing where I came from and what I did with a person that didn't even matter, how do I accept the fact that that's who I used to be? And who's gonna believe me that I've changed now? But really, it's not even about other people believing who you are now, because like I keep going back to, you have to know who you are in Christ. And if you change, you change. That's it. You know, you don't need anyone else's approval for it, and you don't even have to explain yourself about it. I'm just gonna give you one more. So another situation was I met this guy, and he was like in his 30s, and really nice looking. We went to a Kevin Hart show when Kevin Hart came to Atlanta. So we went to his show. I got too drunk, and so we drove back to his place, and I was way too drunk to even really know what room I was in. Ended up in his bed. I could see, however, I couldn't even stand. I couldn't even function. I couldn't even fight this guy off if anything transpired, if he tried anything with me. I don't believe he tried anything, but you really just never know. Kind of just being too wild, too reckless, and careless with people who just don't care. You know, they don't care about me. I have to think about that at the end of the day. They're really worried about what they can gain from it, and if you let people take advantage of you, if you let people take pieces of you, then they will. I remember trying to leave, trying to rush out the house. I was kind of ashamed. And he had the type of doors where you need a key to leave the door. Like, you need a key to leave. And I was like, oh my goodness, this dude, he could be a murderer, he could be a killer. I'm not even able to get out his house. I mean, after things like that happened, I was just like, I'm putting myself at risk for way too much. I'm being way too trusting with people. I need to get right with the Lord. I need to protect myself better. I need to call on Him for help. I need to, you know, seek Him when I need a friend, when I need validation, when I need approval. Just become a better woman, not for men, but for myself and for what I know that He wants me to do in the future. There's this verse that really resonates with me, and I'm going to get it out of my phone. It is 1 Corinthians 15:10, and it reads, "But by the grace of God I am what I am, and His grace to me was not without effect. No, I worked harder than all of them, yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me." So basically, to me, it's kind of saying, but by the grace of God I am what I am. So thank God I am who I am, and thank God that I've been through what I've been through, because if I had not gone through those things, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have the revelations that I do now. I wouldn't have the realizations that I do now, and I wouldn't have learned all the skills that I have now. I wouldn't have the worth that I have now, you know. I didn't grow up with a father, so I didn't have a male figure to tell me, you're better than that, you don't need to be doing that, a man should treat you like this. And I didn't have someone to show me that that's how it went. So I had to get out there and I had to figure that out for myself. I mean, thank God that I figured that out for myself. So that's where the whole, and His grace to me was not without effect. Everything that He gave to me was grace. Even the bad things that I went through, even the tough times I went through, it was not without effect. It had a big effect on me now. It's saying I worked harder than all of them, yet not I, but by the grace of God that was with me. So that's saying it wasn't just me who made the change. It was all Him. I couldn't have changed that in a snap by myself. Just me by myself couldn't have made that change. I'm not strong enough to make that change and to really cut things off cold turkey and become a different person and become the person that I know God had me to be. It was all Him, and He saw that in my future. And I mean, I just got to give all of the grace and the praise to Him, because He's the one that put me through it to get me to where I am today. So yeah.